Howdy folks, and welcome to this Let's Play of Stellaris, which we are playing as Plantoids. My name is Sonelias, and of course we'll be loading episode 18, so today is episode 19 of our Let's Play. We're playing Plantoids, and we're actually playing them quite aggressively. So early on I basically conquered these guys up here, the Evandari Union. They're now one of my vassals, and as you can see I've got a fairly big stretch of the actual ground already within my grasp. I've got my military fleet on this front line at the moment. There's some units in this system that I have taken out earlier. And at the moment basically I'm returning to one of my bases here for the purpose of repairs. Okay, let's get the clock rolling. Let's have a look at our research. So we're close to completing our virtual combat arena.
System survey complete.
Which will actually help in terms of increasing happiness, etc, etc. Apologies. So I've got a system I just finished surveying here. It looks like my ship is now finished here as well. Just gonna send them back for upgrades, because of course I do want to make sure I've got the latest drive technology and so forth on board. Looks like some of my other ships can also be upgraded at this point. So I'm just going to upgrade my construction ships and science ships for that particular purpose. Ocean World is here. Let's kick up the speed of the game a little bit.
Debris
So
analyzed.
this one that's going to be merging with the other fleet, and this is a fleet of destroyers. We finished some analysis. And at the moment I'm still building those destroyers here. We're kicking up the clock speed
Research complete.
Research was completed.
System
The virtual
survey
combat
complete.
arena. And ideally I'd like to get something that would basically give me extra leaders. Now, nothing of that sort, but I can actually increase my leader lifespan, which would of course be beneficial. 10 months, so a very, very quick one to research. Anything I can do in terms of being able to increase my research speed, of course, is welcome. Now, if you just look at the planet itself, is there anything on the planet itself that we can do?
Ships upgraded.
6
Construction complete.
Food. Now, there are still some production items here in the queue. The one I got 170 in terms of influence. I can actually upgrade some of the buildings here, it looks like. Upgrade this one here. Upgrade that one there. I'm gonna clear this one. Actually, this is already in the queue for clearing, so good. Next world. Again, some items can be upgraded here. That's already due to be cleared. Perfect. My reassembled ship shelter can be upgraded. It's going to cost me 50 influence. I'm kind of waiting for another tech, which I want to be able to apply on my home world. So I can actually upgrade the planetary administration with another tech. So I'm just going to hold off on this one. This world has got lots in the queue, as you can see. Lots of items can be cleared. I'll just clear those for the moment being. I got enough resources for that purpose anyway, so that's fine.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, so the science ship has been upgraded. So what can we do with the science ship at this point? I can again send them out. And survey various different systems here. Construction ship is ready. Ready and waiting. Actually, I should have basically sent them out for surveying this system here. That would be useful because it's within our borders. Anyway, so what could we basically do with our construction ship at present? There is some research I can do in this system here. Followed by some mining in that system there. So there's additional mining here. And also there. Okay, let's kick up the clock speed again. So our fleet's been repaired. Now there is also an upgrade option available here, which I actually will be using here.
Ships upgraded.
So destroyers can be upgraded as well
Debris
as my
analyzed.
corvettes. Let me have a brief look at the new corvette design. What kind of weapons did I envision on there? So still with the plasma thrower, which is good, but it looks like we got new power plants on there. Still got one small fusion reactor, but the others are basically cold fusion reactors. Level 1, 2 and then 3 technology all on one ship. Not sure that makes that much sense, but okay. On this ship here, plasma throwers it looks like. Large one and a medium one. And again, sufficient power to be able to accommodate that, plus some deflector shields. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. So let's get that upgrade. Okay, I'm merging that new fleet here with my main fleet. And again, some research points have been acquired. The assigned ship here is at the moment ready for me to use. Can I send on a research project there as well, which at the moment should leave me in a position where again I can speed up the clock speed. So my current firepower is 4255. So let's see what happens after that upgrade completes.
System survey complete.
85.
Ships
So it's not a massive
upgraded.
boost, but still
Construction
a little bit of an
complete.
increase. And there were crystalline entities in that system there. Okay. Kicking up the clock speed again. So on here we basically finished the construction queue. Just going to add more destroyers into that queue itself. Actually, I might have confused these two because I'm still building destroyers over here. Shouldn't make much of a difference. The idea is basically I'm going to add additional destroyers to the queue for the purpose of increasing the size of my potential. So is that one of mine?
Research complete.
Hold on. That is an outpost that was built by them. Which is cheeky, but okay, it's still, I guess, legitimate. Construction ship is ready. I'm going to build another wormhole generator here. There is one of my competitors' ships here. Non-aggression pact with these guys. I could do. Let's have a brief look at where they are based. So it's these guys here. They are relatively big. Acceptance is... they're plantoids as well, so that actually probably helps in here. Let's for the moment form a non-aggression pact with them. We finished some research. Lifespan increase. Naval capacity increase is one of the next ones we can go for, which I think would be beneficial. And we have come into a system where there are actual aliens. Just setting up a sequence here for them to go through that set of aliens. Just want to merge that new fleet with this. Okay, that's been surveyed, which is not in our borders, but that's fine. There's another frontier outpost, there's a military station in here. It's that station here that we're seeing. Okay, let's kick up the clock speed again. These guys here, they are molluscoids. They are not
System
amphibians,
survey
which is
complete.
fine. I can actually get into a non-aggression pact with them as well, which I don't really want. Let's have a look at these guys here. No, I don't want to break that. I do want to basically offer them a trade deal.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Nothing I'm really interested in at the moment. These guys here on this front are basically going to be quite big. They're plantoids as well. They got a very, very negative opinion of us. potentially it might be beneficial for me to really start fighting with them. So if I basically can keep this side at the front clear by means of non-aggression pacts, that would of course be beneficial. Interesting. Extra nice resources there. There is a continental
Hostile
ocean
fleet engaged.
arid world over there. And in here we got that tropical world of 9, which we talked about earlier. Perfect.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so we're engaging them at the moment. We've already engaged one of them. We are losing some ships here, which is not a big problem. Corvettes, but ideally, of course, I would like to avoid it if I can. Don't really seem to have much of a chance of avoiding
Situation log updated.
I should now be able to, of course, split off the damaged units and send them back home for repairs. There we're going to be joining our fleet, which is fine. Units can actually join in here as well. Brief look on here. So anything I want to add? Not at the moment, I think. On the surface itself,
Anomaly
I don't want to
found.
upgrade that at the moment. The survey of that particular planet. Let's research that one. Has revealed that certain regions of the planet are home to a primitive alien proto-civilization. Our probes show that the Neolithic culture have mastered fire and developed a rudimentary spoken language, but we have yet to see any evidence of metallurgy or written communication. Okay, so there is some proto-civilization on here, is what they said. Stone Age primitives. What kind of world is it? It is a ocean world. Okay, so we lost one corvette versus all of their 10 ships, it looks like. Kicking up the clock speed again, so now we should see that these two areas are now getting to touch. So we're almost touching.
Hostile fleet
yet,
engaged.
but we're getting there. Okay. Produced here. Okay, because we're in combat, I can't actually have them join, but that's fine. Let's have a brief look at our research.
Research complete.
Just to finish the
Situation
item
log
here.
updated.
And I can actually go for my destroyer assembly yard. I can go for defensive platforms. I think the destroyer assembly yard would be a useful one. So spaceport level 4 can be built. Split off the damaged units again. Just gonna basically attach those newly built ships.
Hostile fleet engaged.
They're actually targeting us. The animals on Witty 3 and predators and prey alike gather together as night falls and sing. The howl, clicks, chirps, roars and hisses are discordant to say the least, but there is a recognizable melody in there, and not a bad one either, to hear the crew of the Soaring Leaf tell it. The non-sentient choir is obvious the work of some alien entity, and we never know their purpose in altering the fauna of Witty 3 in this way. We may, however, be able to at least start figuring out how they did it. Very, very fascinating. Tech research option gained. Xenobiology and tech progress gained. Xenobiology 50%. So where does that leave us at the moment? Anything in that queue here? No. But I bet if I look at my production queue, I will be able to choose it next time I basically get around to choosing any of them. Right,
System
let's see, I'm going to
survey
lose one
complete.
ship, as I can expect it there, and I'm losing more ships.
Situation log updated. System survey complete.
Looks like I only lost one ship, which is good. So this system was surveyed, which I think we did earlier. This one was surveyed as well, and I think our ship is still en route to the next one. Yes, on to the next one. In terms of our active ships, they're all active and busy at present. Combat fleet. Then I can actually upgrade, which is interesting. We'll be able to keep on upgrading it, it looks like.
Construction complete. Science ship under attack. Evading hostile fleet.
Alright, so that was a very, very quick survey, wasn't it? Very, very quick. And the ship itself doesn't seem to have been hit, which is good.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Cool. So again, we've expanded our borders here slightly. Additional systems that... Alright, let's...
Construction complete.
Is there another ship here ready? It looks like yes, we have got another ship ready here, which I'm going to use for research. And also the mining, I guess. The moment we got an energy shortage here. A brief look at our colony worlds here. We can actually get some extra energy from certain places. That one would be useful, but again we've got a symbol of unity here. I'm going to build over here another power plant. Science ship here that's not doing anything at the moment. Just sending out to those systems there. I think I still want to get my fleet up and ready, so we're preparing for upgrades. There's nothing else really in this queue here, so that's good.
System survey complete.
Good. System survey here.
Evading hostile fleet.
Okay, so another hostile fleet up here. Okay. Can happen. Let's move our fleet units to the front here. On Prime. We've achieved the Grand Fleet because basically our fleet now matches in terms of our maximum now. Let's have a look at our actual policies that we can actually implement. Master teaching of the warring states. Naval capacity increase and army upkeep is reduced. Not sure I want to go for that, but it is an option for me in a minute. Research completed. Wormhole generators rates increased. Now, what do we want to get from here now? Energy storage and power hub number 2. So the range of all of our stations has increased, it looks like. Or do I actually need to do something actively for that? Let's have a brief look in this system here. Doesn't look like I actually need to upgrade it, which is good. I guess, yeah, that seems to be taking it out of where we were earlier in terms of range significantly. Alright, that system is newly explored, which is actually within the borders of one of our neighbors, where we just got a non-aggression pact with. So I'm just going to leave that where it stands for the moment being. These guys here though, I'm not too happy with, so I'm going to aim to basically go and engage them.
Anomaly found.
Alright, another anomaly. Perfect, another science ship is ready. Alright, let's explore those systems as well. Construction ship ready here. Anything I can construct in these areas here at all? It doesn't really look like it, does it? Just outside of my range. These ones though. I can actually build a research station. Plus a mining station. If I go back to my homeworld briefly, there was an option on here for me to build something. The planetary capital I can actually upgrade to be an empire capital complex. I can also upgrade this science lab here to be this type here. This one can be upgraded for this type. So basically trying to match them towards whatever resource or research I already had on the planet there. Let's have a brief run through all of the individual ones on the different points. So this one can be upgraded, which will cost me 50. Would be beneficial. And this one stands nicely where it stands at the moment. Now there is one of the techs I want to do here. I want to build a symbol of unity here. Let's have a look. Can I build a symbol of unity here as well? Actually, I can upgrade this power plant. Symbol of unity, yes, I can build one. Any empty spots? I got food production there, I got resources. I can build a science lab here. At this spot I could, in theory of course, build food production. I've got a big surplus, so actually, in fact, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go for the food production, I'm going to go for that symbol of unity. And over here I'm going to build another research station. And then finally this one again, where we've got our Teldar plant. Empire happiness increase is 10%, which I guess is a good thing. And let's kick up the clock speed again. Now, actually looking at the clock itself though, I think it's about time for us to call it a day. So at the moment I'm just going to say thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you agree with my next target, the Pellissimus Imperium. So I'll be engaging with them in combat within a couple of turns, and hopefully I'll be able to make some gains over there as well. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.